Let me just turn that off.
That one last week.
My brew.
One last week. You get your jet. Right, it's okay. Fair.
So that's rolling. Right, so it's 11:15.
11:15, man. What the fuck?
Alright, you're right, boys and girls. It's 11:15, as you may have just heard. It's gonna be a weird one, this.
It's going to be the strangest pod.
This is the finale, essentially. This isn't the end.
It's not the end.
This isn't even...
This is season 1.
This is season 1. And also, it's not even the end of season 1, really, because we have a special coming up. Because I don't know if you've heard, Jay, but both of our clubs are in European finals. So, win, lose, or...
Not draw.
Win, lose.
Win or lose.
We'll be talking about that. So...
And England and shit.
And the Six Nations. So, here we are.
The Six Nations?
In the Six Nations.
This is now a rugby podcast, everyone. What a finale.
The cricket's on as well. Fucking hate the cricket.
You're in for some... No,
I'm ready to talk about it. I liked when they hit that ball with the cricket wicket.
I got hit in the face with a cricket ball once. It fucking...
I got hit in the
fucked me up, man.
elbow with the round hockey ball.
Point
blank. Mm-hmm. That was a bad time.
Yeah, it hit my ankle once and it fucked it up for like a week. Yeah, anyway.
Your ankle's a pussy.
It is a bit of a pussy. Because you took it out on Monday, prick.
That bad.
Welcome back to the back post, everyone.
Right, so we don't really sure what we're talking about here. Where we're both... it was always the idea that we were going to do a podcast, Tipsy. And then I had to cancel today's podcast because I was out getting pissed. And so Jay got pissed. And then I got home at 10. All my fucking flat are in bed, and I've said to Jay, well, let's just do the fucking podcast then, because we've both achieved the means we were trying to get to anyway, and we're just having it together. It means that there'll be less organisation, but it still means we're here and we're drunk, and it's going to be a shit show.
I think it's going to be the worst pod they'll ever
I've
be.
got a whiskey ready. I'm just after I have my brew, because I'm fucking knackered.
This is my
and Jay's on his darkies.
This is like my 12th or
12 dark fruit.
I've been drinking since 2.
So, where do we want to start? Obviously, Tottenham, Chelsea, new scarf, so we know, a little addition.
That's nice. I like it.
I like just its little weird thing, but we're fine. Right, so, what do we want to talk about, Jay? What do we want to talk about? Should we talk about the Premier League first?
Yeah, well, at the end of the Premier League happened, didn't it?
Yeah, should we talk about the final? Should we talk about the final day? Should we talk about City winning the Premier League?
Let's talk about it, yeah, why not? Because it's a big thing, really, isn't it? It happened, it's a big thing. We knew it was coming. We said it on this podcast the whole time.
What? That Liverpool's a really, really good team that will do brilliant things.
But
not quite as good as City, and again, that was proven. To have 198 points over 2 seasons is a level. It's a level of ridiculous that we It's ridiculous. It shouldn't.
It's complete domination.
Here's a question, and let's get straight into those big, stupid, generic questions. Is there a better Premier League team in history? So the main ones I've seen online floating about as challenges are the Arsenal Invincibles, which I'm going to say no because they won nothing but the Premier League.
And then it's the United 2, isn't it?
It's the Man United team, and it's that Chelsea team first time under Mourinho. They're the 3 challenges I've seen.
I think personally, I'd get rid of the Invincibles and I'd get rid of us under a Mourinho. Because I think.
So I would agree. It's between the treble-winning United side
and the treble-winning City side.
Treble-winning City side. I'm sorry, I'm not having it.
You don't think that's good?
Obviously it's good. That's not.
Yeah.
Piss about. Formidables, fuck off. The Community Shield doesn't count.
Formidables.
The Community Shield doesn't count.
No, no one's
but
ever
it's
counted
difficult because what would you if you said to City sacrifice your points total and swap the league fucking cup for the Champions League? They're taking it.
They would take it, 100%.
Absolutely, and they should.
And they love the Carabao. No, I think that the big thing is the fact that they've won the Champions League and City haven't.
One thing we might have to say is, as much as I'm happy about this, they're one marginal, incredibly unlucky offside decision from them having everything. Because I'm not being. They go through Ajax.
Mm-hmm.
If we go through Ajax, they go through Ajax.
Yeah, go for Ajax.
And then what? City Liverpool. That's just as much of a 50-50 as any final. So
yeah.
One tiny decision is all that separates City from
it was the right decision, but it was a really tight one, wasn't it?
Between a 50-50 chance of having literally everything,
the
world at their feet.
Yeah, 4
but
actual formidables.
Fiveables.
The fiveable.
The fiveables.
We'd have to give up if they did the fiveables. No, what have you got?
High fives.
Yeah, I think the fact that United have won the Champions League.
Yeah, the Champions League's where it's at. Like,
so it's that team, but you think about that team, and I think that I know it's not the case, but the depth of City team.
Oh yeah. Like, so I don't know if you saw, but someone did a like second team.
Yeah, and it'd win the league.
And I would just like to think about Tottenham's second team. So Tottenham's second team would be Gazigniga, Aurier, Foyth. I mean Sanchez, Alderweireld, and
yeah.
So we'll say Sanchez for argument's sake because he's the youngest.
Yeah.
Davies, because I guess he's behind Rose.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have Wanyama and. Like, it's not a bad team, but you start to look at it and like suddenly fourth. Oliver skips like hello, and you're like
it's not fourth. Like ours would consist of like Caballero, people like Caballero, fucking
Christensen.
Yeah, Christensen's a good one to have. Danny Drinkwater.
Fucking Danny.
You know, like I guess you're rude, but
well, yeah, it's weird. Like, and you know.
It's mind-boggling.
What's come out of this? I mean, this is going to be the main focus of the podcast. Do you see that caller into TalkSport that was there, like Liverpool?
The Mo Salah thing.
No, he just called up TalkSport and he went, "Liverpool have been the best team this season," and TalkSport just went, "But you haven't because you haven't won it." And they went, "Yeah, but City have been beaten 4 times, we've been beaten once." And he went, "Doesn't matter. They have the most points." And actually, there is a point there because there was a time in the Premier League where a win was 2 points.
Yeah.
But that's why it made the league shit, so that's why they changed it. And I don't know, there's no safety net for Liverpool anymore. They spent 75 million on the defender. They spent 60 million.
There's not even that safety
money.
net. It's like no
60 million on Fabinho and Keita.
Yeah.
And they're about to go into a...
They've done all they fucking could.
All I want to do is talk about the Champions League, Jay. I know we shouldn't yet, but we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Premier League, right. We're going to go into the Premier League.
The teams we thought were going are gone.
Every single one of them?
I think we both of us... probably not Fulham, actually.
I'm just going to check.
Yeah, the fog. We
just genuinely didn't think I pressed record, but we're good. No. I always knew Fulham weren't going to be, for those listening on Spotify, this is just a quick random.
Or Apple Music, because not Apple Podcast.
On Apple Podcast now. Right. Because now I can listen to our own podcast.
Ew.
What more do you want?
Yeah,
Right, so...
That was insane, that was.
I don't know, like what? Has it been a good season?
For Liverpool?
No, has it been a good season?
It's been fucking brilliant, I think. I think there's just been so many different narratives across every different team. Like, there was a question asked, like, who's been the team of the season that you didn't really think of? And it was hard to think of a team that didn't have somewhat of a narrative all season. I think the only one I could think of was Southampton, but even them have had weird...
narrative. They sacked their manager. They got in Hasenhüttl. I like Southampton as a team. Awful kit release.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it?
Awful kit. But so here's a few thoughts that I've been thinking of recently, just because this is a ramble pod.
Yeah. So yeah.
I was looking at the season that West Brom went down.
Right.
So was last season?
Yeah.
They lost 19 games.
Yeah, they did bad, didn't they?
I don't know if you saw my tweet. No, 19 games, Jack. There's 38 games in the season.
Yeah, it's fair.
They only lost half all the games. Both of us have been part of football teams.
Yeah.
Both of us have been part of football teams, and we've both lost horrifically at times.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine being at the highest level of football and still not losing 50% of your games, but still finishing not just relegated, rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
That's the league we're talking about. And that's the first time I thought about it. I was like, fucking hell, this league.
I did see that.
Barry Glendenning on The Guardian says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be that hard to be the worst team. He's wrong.
He's wrong. It's
Because it's fucking easy
again,
to find yourself.
That West Brom team found their way in the playoff and the championship.
Yeah,
Like they're not a bad squad.
It's easy to find yourself. Just like we've won. We've not lost 50% of the games. Sick. Where are we? 20th.
Our team made it to a final. Says everything. We lost pretty much 90% of our games in the league.
So I was also looking as well. Tottenham. And do you know how I keep saying how mad it is that we've made Champions League with 13 losses?
Mm-hmm.
Madrid lost 12 or 11.
Did they?
Madrid this season have lost 11 or 12 games in the league.
That's mad.
I'm just sat there going,
what's going on?
Football's weird.
Football's mad. That's why we love it, though. That's why we love it. Like it is, especially when you play it, and even at a five-side level, you understand so much more that how talented these people are. Because it's easy to watch and think, yeah, we're awful. But it's easy to watch and go, you should be doing this, lad. What are you doing?
You still should do that as a fan.
Yeah, of course.
You still should be able to analyse. The moment you say, well, like, you know when people get annoyed at pundits because they didn't have a successful career.
Yeah.
It's a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can be the smartest footballer in the world, but if your feet can't do what your brain wants it to do, you're fucked. And it shouldn't be about that. That's why Arsene Wenger, Pep, Jose... Well, no, Pep's different. Pep was magnificent, actually. Sorry. Arsene Wenger, Jose Mourinho. They weren't good footballers.
No, they wasn't really, was they? Conte wasn't a great footballer either, and he's a pretty good coach.
Eddie Howe had to be get retired from Bournemouth at like 25 or something stupid. He's a fucking class manager.
Yeah, it's a blatant correlation, isn't it?
I don't know what's going on.
I made sure I found the good random.
No, so here's my question.
Go on.
Was there any other surprises in the leagues this season?
Oh,
So Juventus won, Paris won, Barcelona won, Ajax won, which is kind of a surprise because they haven't won it for a while.
I think, the Bundesliga was interesting this year, especially on the very last day, whereas obviously BVB could have won, didn't of course, but then even Frankfurt, who lost horrifically, thought they was out of the Champions League, but then like one team.
It's been an absolute season of
madness.
failure.
It's been a madness season. Like all norms, I guess, other than all the number one spots, all norms went out the window.
Dortmund and Liverpool are very, very similar.
Yeah. They were like Christmas. They were both top with like 9-10 points at clear. It's quite for you that.
But it's quite funny because
even though it's not even a PvP.
there was a beautiful tweet, and it never came to fruition in the end. But the game Ajax played after we beat them in the Champions League, they beat them 4-1. This like random shit Ajax side. But they scored against Ajax in the first minute. Someone just tweeted, "We've broken them, lads. They don't know what to do." And they just came out in the tunnel, fucking 1-0 down in a minute. They were just like, Tottenham's broken them.
Sissoko broke him.
Sissoko broke him.
Did you see what I tagged you in earlier?
What?
It was like standout play. No, it's 1-1 in the Champions League final.
Yeah.
93rd minute, he's scoring.
Liverpool dickhead flatmate. See what he posted?
No.
I bit as well because I always bite. This is what this podcast do. My balls.
We started a podcast because Josh bites.
He wrote Alderweireld.
What a prick!
And I went, "What do you mean, you silly prick?" And do you know what he did?
What?
What was the last game Tottenham Liverpool played?
Was it?
Alderweireld own goal 90th minute. And I was like, "Oh
no, that's good, Jack. I rate that."
I was like, "You got me. You reeled me in." I was like, "Fuck."
I rate that.
I was like, "What do you mean Alderweireld?" And he just sent the screenshot. And I was like,
Jack.
There I was, when the crabs opened the gate into the cage, and I crawled in, and I went, Alderweireld, and then it just slammed behind me, and I went,
screenshot. I rate that. No, Jack. You know what? He's backing my good books for that, right? You got right. You. That was good. I said Sissoko because I saw a lot of things where it's like if you're a Chelsea fan, blah blah blah, you're on Liverpool side, and vice versa if you're like an Arsenal Chelsea fan. But like I'm the opposite. I'd rather Spurs win the Champions League final.
You just have a passion for that. Hate for Liverpool, don't you?
Yeah, I really do. I really hate Liverpool, and I hate the fans more than I hate the club. But
right.
Fuck me. Liverpool.
Right.
Part
one's been fun.
I think we started this podcast over fuck Liverpool.
Part one's done. In part two, we're fully on to the Champions League.
The Champions.
Because that's the European competitions
in Baku.
We all know why we're here.
Oh, can I get another beer?
We all know why we're beer.
Oh.
We all know why we're here. Why we want to talk about this. Why, in all rights, the last podcast we should have done with the final, but it's not. Man City may have won it fucking all. Man City's won everything they could possibly win except for one fucking thing, and that's why we're here. Because, Jay, City can have it. City's had their parade. City's had their fun. They're done now.
Never get the Europa, will they? Cunts.
But we've still got...
Oh, I missed that one.
We've still got something to play for.
Mm-hmm.
And in a world of football where we'll die one day and football will continue, that's all you want.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get right in and talk about it then, shall we?
Should we start with the Europa?
We'll start with Europa.
Let's start with the Europa.
So let's talk about the main thing that everyone was talking about first.
It should
Would you want if Chelsea came out and said club statement, we will not be playing this game due to the fact that Arsenal can't have a player playing due to safety, would you be happy?
Happy is a strong word.
Not happy.
I would be behind it. I'd be behind it, yeah. I'd be 100%.
I agree. As you know, I hate Arsenal.
I hate Arsenal with passion, but I'd be so behind it. He can't play it, and it's because where it is. It's ridiculous, and that's not the only problem with the where it is.
And you've had to give and loads of fucking fans, and I hate both your stupid clubs,
yeah.
But loads of people have said like, oh well, what's the point anyway? You've sent half your tickets back each.
Yeah.
Of course you have.
Because it's ridiculous.
It's in back here that no one can get to because every single hotel suite in there has been taken up by 30,000 executives.
Yeah. Or just flights alone.
Sleeping in the streets of Baku.
Yeah, it's really.
I just started watching football match. Now I'm a sex slave. Brilliant.
What a match day vlog.
Now, just watching the football. Now I'm a sex slave. Match day vlog. 38.
But the back post presents.
The back post presents. Now I'm a sex slave.
Honestly, I'm so. Yeah, cool. No, I'm so against it. Like this, and that's not the only reason. The Mkhitaryan reason is not the only reason. Like the fact that, can you name an Azerbaijani club? Because I can't.
Yeah, I actually can. I can't. On top of it, we played one recently.
Have we?
No, I think Tottenham have. Is it not?
I can't.
Is Karabag not?
Maybe. Yeah, Karabag
might be one.
Maybe.
Well, I might be wrong.
We're not.
On that.
But we're not 100% sure, and that's the point. That's one of the points.
One of them, but yeah,
they're not European powerhouses, and that's not the big point. That's another point to add to it.
Giving it to a smaller country, but give it to a smaller country that has an infrastructure and an airport.
Like Kiev last year.
Yeah, that's a prime example. Kiev's not a renowned football city. Good final. Fucking hell, the Champions League went to Cardiff.
Exactly.
Exactly. Cardiff. The Millennium Stadium held the Champions League final. Let's just think about that for a second.
But it happened, and it wasn't that bad, and no one moaned about it, and things went well, and fans got the right amount of tickets, and no one could, every player could go.
Also, I don't want to insert intelligence here, but do you know which stadium the Champions League final's been played at?
It's at the Atletico Madrid, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. So a lot of people keep telling me it's like the Bernabeu. Like, we're going to Tottenham are in the Bernabeu. We're like, no, we're not. But anyway, sorry, that's not the point yet. So let's get into the actual game then.
Yeah. So that being aside, of course, Arsenal and Chelsea, and not taking the piss out of them. None of them have got the balls to say no. We're not doing this. They're still going ahead, and I'm shitting myself for it. Not going to lie to you, because as much as Arsenal, I think they're up there with Liverpool personally for me. That I fucking hate Arsenal.
Which is nice. Which is probably one of the reasons that this podcast has managed to survive.
Yeah, definitely.
Your hatred for Tottenham only comes from me.
Yeah.
Not from Tottenham itself. Yeah. Which is great. Whereas my hatred for your club, we're quite opposites. You like Tottenham. You don't like Tottenham.
Yeah, but
you're okay with Tottenham.
I can appreciate them. Yeah.
But hate me.
Yeah.
But I hate Chelsea.
But
like you. So the balance is restored.
The back post.
But
yeah, no, I fucking hate Arsenal, and at the end of the day, Chelsea are probably favourites, but that doesn't make me feel good.
Yeah,
that doesn't make me feel good at all.
Because it shouldn't, because it's a final.
Yeah, exactly.
Wigan can beat Man City.
Exactly. And Arsenal can just do a number on us on the day, but that makes me feel sick.
If they play attacking wise,
they'll fuck us, I think.
To their potential, they will win. However,
especially with no Rudiger.
The silver what?
Still injured.
Okay.
Been injured for a while. I don't think he'll make the game. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay, right. That changes what I'm about to say. But even the one silver lining for you guys is, I would say, if you set up right over 90, 120 minutes.
Yeah. We're more.
You have a better. like any day you give me, and let's just say, hopefully he'll go for this. Emerson,
Yeah.
Louise
Christensen.
Aspliqueta, sorry, the right back, Christensen.
Yeah, that'll be our fullback
It's
four.
better than
Mustafi,
Koscielny, who is good but injury prone. And then on the wings, because Bellerin's out, it's Koscielniak and Monreal.
Yeah.
I think. Oh no, they're both left backs, so it'd be Koscielniak and.
Oh, who have they been playing there?
Oh, they've been playing
The Greek lad.
that centre. No,
Greek?
no, he's centre back. They've been
Is
playing that Cam. Is it
I don't-
Wilcock or is it
I don't
Mason? One of them. Anyway,
That's how bad it is.
so Arsenal have been really bad, poor defensively in the Premier League, and I'm sure they would love to play a Valencia or a Frankfurt or a Napoli in
Likewise
the final.
for us, yeah.
But in a Premier League game, it's anything can happen because that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea should have been United all his. I think it's the anniversary today, isn't it? Actually,
It was
yesterday.
yesterday, which is.
Someone was saying that to me about how.
But the
someone was
day-
saying that to me about Tottenham actually. They were saying like, the football's mad.
Yeah.
If it wasn't raining that night, Chelsea win. And I was just like, oh, mad.
Don't.
I'm sorry, but like.
'Cause then we could have two, technically.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, because like I think the day before the anniversary of that is the anniversary when we won in 2012, which is like an amazing celebration. Everyone's like, "Let's do it, lads! We won this on the day before," and then the day after, it's like, "Remember when you lost?" And it's like, "Wait, come on, we just." But yeah, no, I think all the whole politics and the whole thing aside, if we beat Arsenal in a final of the Europa League, I'm fucking buzzing, and it's been a good season. It's been a great season anyway.
He's got you into one final.
Which we could have won, but we didn't. But anyway, we still got to the final.
A final, third.
Third behind the two best teams I've seen in a while.
Still don't like Sarri, and I don't like the way he plays.
No.
However, what can you do really? What do you want as a fan if you can't accept that? And he doesn't. If I was a Chelsea fan, I know I can't say this because I'm not, but he doesn't.
It does. Yeah,
he doesn't excite me.
There's not a passion.
I don't see him like when I see. You know what I'm like with Poch.
I was like it with Conte.
Yeah.
I was like, and when I went to my Chelsea games, I would scream his name, and even then there was some inklings of people wanting him out, and I was screaming his name. I loved Conte, and I felt a connection with him, but there was not that connection with Sarri. And you do need that because I think as well it's not just a fan thing, but it's a player thing. I think players don't have a big connection with him either, and that's why we need to super Frankie Lampard in. Stop crying. It's just a year too late, but I think it's got to happen now or never.
Would you? So if someone said to you now, right now, Sarri's gone, Lampard's in, would you take it?
Before the final?
No, not before. Okay.
Let's say after the final. Yeah, I think that's it.
But my point to you is like Shearer managed Newcastle, and I know he couldn't save him because it was like 10 games left. But what if his legacy was destroyed?
Well, Shearer's still a legend.
Okay, here's a question for you then, on a slight tangent, because we've been, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. Who do you want to win then in the final of the?
It's a big one for me.
Terry or Lampard?
It's over. For me, it's a mad work. It's Terry or Lampard. I hate Villa as well.
You're a Lampard man over a Terry man, though.
Obviously, Lampard's my dad.
If one of them had to die, you'd pick Terry.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
I love Lampard more than I love you.
And so do you. I have no issue with Frank Lampard. He has that one stupid quote where he says, "When Tottenham beat you, they'll make a DVD about it for the next 10 years where he can fuck himself." But apart from that, I'm a big fan of Lampard. I have nothing against Lampard.
He's amazing, and he was so good as well. Like and like as much as Terry was good, Lampard was fucking. I honestly, I know.
I didn't sleep with anyone's wife.
Allegedly. Lampard. Christine, no. No, yeah, I think I would, because I'm just dumb, and I don't. I think this year's been such a slog, and as much as like Sarri does deserve his place, and I'm one to say that like what he's done is incredible. Like we're above you technically. I know you're in the Champions League, but in the league we're above you, which is a big feat, especially how.
The only thing I will say about that as a caveat is how bad we got towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but
you didn't really overtake Tottenham. But if overtook Tottenham's crippled younger brother without Kane.
But if it weren't for a good start,
midfield,
we wouldn't have.
No, absolutely.
Because we were shit at that time as well. We were shit.
That's why I didn't have a problem with it. If Tottenham was fully fit, I might have been a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, with you about it. But I just was there like, well, what do you want us to do? We're literally running down. We've been running down the for 3 years now. Tottenham's been going down the motorway at 100 miles per hour, hitting a child every mile, and every time we hit a child, the bumps in the car just go a bit more. And it's got to this stage, and the car's going.
Your car's gone.
And we're like still going, and Chelsea's in our rearview mirror, and I'm just like, oh,
That's a leisurely place.
But then Arsenal's behind us going, hello boys, because they're so focused on staring at us, they don't realise the gazelle that's just walked in front of them on the road that they've just ploughed into and like fucking capsized. So I'm just like, all right, cool.
Yeah, but let's finalise the Europa League.
Okay.
Shit place Baku. It shouldn't really happen, but it's not going to change because UEFA like money. Because who doesn't like money? And
as much as we all love our clubs, they're flawed business shitholes, and they won't change anything.
So that's not going to change. We can moan all we like. I don't think it will change. Qatar being another example, but I think
Talk me through the game.
It's
What's your gut say?
My gut says we'll win, but I don't think it's in 90 minutes. It's going to be either pens or one in extra time. It's not over the 90 minutes, 100%.
Okay.
But we're winning, and fucking. I was going to say Loftus-Cheek, but he's injured because of new.
Oh, let's just have a caveat there. Let's really run to have one of your star. Let's be honest. Loftus-Cheek is nowhere near, but he's the closest thing to Lampard your club has.
100%.
It absolutely.
I made a FIFA
take the game by the scruff if you gave him 8.
I just gave him. That's the only reason why.
That annoys me though, because you should always sell a player before you give another player a number.
No, Ross Barkley couldn't get a 12 because he don't deserve 8.
Yeah, but do you not feel weird playing that?
No,
the only player I ever did that with was giving Eric Lamela 22 when Bale came back.
No, 100%. I'm so happy with giving. Loftus-Cheek deserved the 8.
Anyway,
so
he's the only player, and I don't know that's actually such a big
hindrance
to you guys.
It's massive.
You know, I can actually imagine. I do think Chelsea will win it, but if Arsenal do win it,
because of that,
then we're going to see 5 Higuain misses.
Don't.
No, I'm sorry, but I'm right.
It's very true.
We're going to see 5 big Higuain chances that skews wide.
One good thing though is that there's been no news of Higuain getting a new contract, but Giroud's got a new contract, so that's a good thing.
Giroud, yeah, I saw that actually.
So Giroud's got a new contract, so maybe someone said like, "Yeah, mate, like if you stay, you might because Higuain might go because Sarri's probably going." Because if Sarri stays, Higuain stays. If Sarri goes, Higuain ain't staying.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
okay.
But yeah, so like that whole Loftus-Cheek thing. So if you don't know, we played a friendly in New England in Boston, and it was for a good cause, but it was just so poorly timed.
What was the cause?
It was supposed to be an anti-discrimination kind of like event.
Okay.
Which is like that's a great
Chelsea
cause.
clutching the straws because they're the most racist club.
Yeah, we're just trying to like good press. It's good press. And you know. And great cause. I'm not trying to say that, but it's poorly timed. It's like we didn't think we'd get to that Europa League final. Like no one trusted us to get that far. So it's happened 4 days after the last game of the Premiership, and Loftus-Cheek gets an Achilles injury, which might put him out for a year.
I'm not going to completely have a go at them though, to be fair, because not playing football for 2-3 weeks for a final is also dangerous. But like, so I don't mind having a game, but maybe you don't go to America, play a behind closed doors game and invite Charlton along.
Yeah, that's what we
maybe not Charlton, they're in a playoff final, but yeah, someone like that.
Bring them along.
Then we've got fans before. Get here, Charlton. We're going to snap you. No.
But if you touch Ruben,
so that's my theory, and I read this a while ago, like because Kane's fit now. Well, not fit, but Kane's training.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I reckon, and a lot of other people have reckoned that there's these like behind closed doors friendlies that Kane are going to be playing.
And if
Tottenham have invited them along and go,
if you touch
play football. If you tackle him though, you're dead.
I honestly, I won't be surprised if the bloke, I don't even know his name, but the bloke that touched Ruben hasn't had a stern word and maybe been encouraged not to play football ever again. Because it's a big hindrance not only on the final but for like the first 6 months of our next season, which we will need him.
Whatever. The one thing I will say about Ruben Loftus-Cheek is if Tottenham, I've fucked the Christian thing now. As your favourite player, if I would happily have Tottenham, and I know you wouldn't accept it because of rivals. If Tottenham just went fuck it, have 60 million, I'll take that right now.
See, I know you would, but I wouldn't.
I know you wouldn't, but you have to admit as well. I'm not just being a dick. What is the better player, Ruben Loftus-Cheek under Sarri or Ruben Loftus-Cheek under Pochettino?
Under Pochettino, of course.
Be incredible. Anyway, I want to talk about.
But Frankie Lampard could get him into it.
I mean, yeah, he could literally be like, "You are my clone." Just be me.
And then he's like,
just like absolute highlight reels for days of just Lampard. He's just like,
yes. Yeah, okay, cool.
Right,
Chelsea are winning in extra time, 2-1. Hazard with a goal. You know Hazard's getting a goal? Christensen, because fuck you, Arsenal, cunts. This is a good idea.
You know what's happening here.
I'm fucked, you know.
Where the fuck is it?
Not the last one. I bought these, bro. You owe me big time. Ah,
Oh yeah.
the champion.
Right, yeah, I'm really sorry about this part 3, but
It's fine, mate. I'm happy to talk about it.
you're gonna have to maybe just deal with me for a bit because I don't really know where I'm going. There's a lot of things in my head. We're gonna start off with a linear point, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
As of we're both Twitter people.
Mm-hmm.
I've been following Twitter a lot, and Twitter's been counting down the days.
Mm-hmm.
So it started off quite nice.
We have a countdown that I don't like at the minute. How many days Tottenham haven't won a trophy? It's like 4,000 days at the minute, and I don't like it because it's going to come to an end. Maybe.
I didn't know that. Fuck off.
It's like 4,200
right?
or something like that.
So the countdown started, right? But originally it was
To the day?
today. So originally the countdown was nice. 24 hours ago, this very moment, Lucas Moura scored a hat-trick to send us to a final. 48 hours this very moment, Lucas Moura. 72 hours, and it went, and it went, and it went. That went, Jay.
It's
And
gone.
suddenly the countdown was 11 days till we play in a final of the Champions League. 10 days until we play in a final. And I think we're on 9 now. I think it's 9. I think today is 9. When you watch this, it's Thursday. It'll still be 9 or 8.
Is it Wednesday today?
It's now Thursday because it's past. Oh no, it might not be. I have no idea what time it is anymore. Oh no,
Wednesday.
Anyway, so all of the joy and best feeling of my life from Ajax has gone now, and
Yeah.
it's all gone.
Mm-hmm. Now it's just nervousness.
And it's been replaced because I'm shitting myself, and I'm okay with it. Whatever happens, just genuinely, let me put this on record. If we lose that final, we lose that final. We're Tottenham Hotspur. We don't.
Yeah,
get
too
to
right.
finals.
You should be happy to be in the final. As so, any team should be happy to be in the final.
We're talking a competition that Madrid's dominated for 3 years with the Galacticos. Like what do we expect to do?
Now Lucas Moura is
If
there.
Liverpool decide to turn up, they decide to turn up. If Tottenham and Liverpool both play to their absolute capacity, it's 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
And it is Van Dijk on his. If Alderweireld plays on his absolute day, him and Van Dijk. Van Dijk's probably the better defender, but he can't put a margin there. Salah, Firmino, Mane, brilliant. We've got Kane, Lucas, Ali, Son, Eriksen, like formidable.
The thing is, like, the only link, the loose chain, you'd say is Moura, but then he got you there.
Yeah, but
So
he's
he
not
can turn-
anymore.
so he can
Moura's
turn up.
not anymore. Moura's been fantastic.
That's what I mean. He can turn up. Like, he turned up and got them there. Like, if
But
it weren't for him,
at the end of the day,
it's not Son that got you there.
You got to remember as well that
Mad.
we played PSV, Barcelona, and Inter Milan, and got 1 point from it.
Yeah.
1 point.
Liverpool in the same boat, weren't they?
No. They did well. They were first or second all group.
Was they? Okay.
Yeah, definitely, like 100%. Like, so they beat PSG, but then PSG beat them reverse, and it was obviously there PSG and Napoli, and they were close games, but they got lost to Red Star, but they were never in danger of.
Yeah.
Tottenham were properly adrift.
They lost to Napoli as well, but yeah, you.
And then we entered the. And I'm not going to pretend that it was something more than it was.
Big day.
Barcelona didn't play the strongest side they could have. There was no Messi.
Yeah.
But they still played a Barcelona side at the Camp Nou, and we came there. And guess who scored to make it 1-1 that sent us through to the knockout stages?
Was it Moura?
It was Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura scored the first goal in the comeback against PSV, which we got a 2-1 in, and Harry Kane won it in the final few seconds with a deflected header that
Moura
deflected
should
twice.
lift that cup if you win, you know.
We absolutely took apart Borussia Dortmund.
Mm.
One of the greatest games I've ever seen against Man City. I think if you take just the game into context, the City game was the better game than the Ajax.
Yeah.
If the City game happened in the semi-final, and that City game was just because of the whole drama of the VAR and stuff.
Yeah.
But I've seen Liverpool print T-shirt, not the actual Liverpool, not the official Liverpool side.
fans.
I've seen T-shirts with 6-time winners already. I've seen European Cup winners 2019 T-shirts all around the internet. We know cunt little dickheads, and fuck you, that we're in a chat with that are so certain.
And that's what makes it
you
better.
Can never be. The only thing I've seen about Tottenham is, and this is the difference between Tottenham and Liverpool. Liverpool release a T-shirt with 6 things and go, and they'll have a caption like 10 days until this is a reality.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet and it summed up Tottenham, and it was just the Tottenham badge. They had 1 star above the badge, and that that Cup winners badge they have, and it just said, "Please." Like, that's the difference. We know we were asking for a lot.
Yeah.
Liverpool don't think they are.
Yeah, no, they
Liverpool still think they should have won the title, and that's the mad thing about Liverpool fans. That literally the point is that the points tally of the table is staring them in the face, going, "You did not do enough to win a title," and they're still sat there going, "Yeah, but we're the better team.
We should have won."
But you're not.
You're not.
And that scares me because they had that belief and that mentality to go over the line. But
one thing I couldn't say about it is, like, going into our Champions League final, we Chelsea's Champions League win was not a story of dominance. It was a story of underdogness. We beat Barcelona at the Camp Nou with a Torres very, very late winner. It forced Gary Neville into an orgasm. You know what I mean? And we went and beat Bayern Munich in their ground, in their city. It was an underdog story, and that probably fueled them players. And it's a very similar story with Spurs.
But then again, Liverpool beat. So here's a question for you, as a complete neutral, and I'm not going to input. I know what I don't know what I think, actually. That's a lie. What was the better comeback, Liverpool, Barca, or Tottenham, Ajax?
Tottenham, Ajax, isn't it? You had you had 45 minutes. They had 90 minutes.
But Barcelona, are Barcelona a better team than Ajax? I don't know anymore. I genuinely don't know anymore if Barcelona are a better team than Ajax.
Barcelona definitely are.
Well, take out Messi. Is your answer still the same?
No, of course not. But Messi's.
I know. I absolutely know. But
absolutely not. But Messi makes or breaks the team. Put Messi in any team and they get places.
But it's just one of those questions, isn't it? Like, take away Messi, how different are Ajax and Barcelona now?
They're not majorly different, but still, you have like the likes of Suarez and ter Stegen.
I've never felt. I mean, like, should we just run through have we run through the fact that I've been? Have we had a show since I went to the final?
Yes. No. Maybe. Yeah, you recorded it. You and Ross.
Yeah. Like, we didn't have a show where I talk about it.
No.
The absolute lows I felt through the Champions League. Like, football's such a... I'm sure anyone that's fucking listening 50 minutes into this knows. But... Fuck off. Twice now.
You should have...
I felt the lowest I can at football.
Yeah.
When City scored the winner that got ruled out, I was devastated. And I just put my head on the bar that I was at. And I was devastated. And when Ajax scored their second... I wasn't the same devastated because I didn't have that hope that I had at City. City was a fact of every single hope that I had that we would hold on.
Yeah.
Getting snatched away from me.
Yeah, it was like...
And then suddenly, just kidding, there's it back. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Whereas Ajax was more like going in, not expecting much and being proven right.
Yeah. The Man City one is much better. Like I say, I honestly think the underdog in this story could come out on top. Liverpool think they have won it. Especially because they didn't win the Premier League, they think, we'll just win the Champions League. You know what I mean? Like, that's their mentality, and even the players as well. Like, I think they'll probably feel similar because the fans give that to the players. Where you guys are like, this is mad. You shouldn't be there.
The issue you have as well is Liverpool can learn from their mistakes the last year.
Yeah, but that's not. That makes a big importance getting back to the final, but the final means nothing. I personally believe. Like, the final was mad.
The final could be Charlton Barcelona. And you still couldn't quite go there. That's what finals are. Yeah, so exactly. I completely agree with you.
And that's what makes me think Spurs are winning it. And
I've seen a tweet that says 2-2 Spurs, 2 extra time, and I think I may hang myself. If that happens. I'm just like, no, not today.
Imagine Sissoko.
Here's the question for Tottenham, who do we play?
You play Kane.
If he's ready?
If he's fit, you play him.
We've beaten City away and got to Ajax without him.
Understandably, but yes,
Do we put Winks back in? Because Winks is training again.
Is he?
I mean, I don't
not
think...
over Sissoko.
Definitely not over Sissoko, but who's his partner at the moment? His partner's been Ericsson or Ali dropping deep. Do you sacrifice one of them and have Winks? Because I think Wanyama should be moved on. I love Wanyama, and you've given me some fantastic moments, but I think Wanyama should be moved on now, or at least be completely reserved as a backup player.
Yeah.
Dyer's the same. I actually think Dyer's going to become good for us again, but Dyer's been through so much this season with injury, ligament damage, and he's had his appendix burst. You can't blame him for what's wrong.
He's been nowhere this season.
And he would concern me in the final. And I don't know what we should do. Would you bring Kane on?
No.
Imagine him on the bench though. Imagine Liverpool players 1-0. So so sorry to go on another tangent.
That's mad.
I said this to Ross as well. I don't know what I'd rather. If you said to me right now, 2-0 up against Liverpool half time or 0-0, I'd be tempted to take the 0-0.
Because Harry Kane coming up.
No, not that. Because Liverpool have such a mentality of that. We're good at all or nothing. As soon as they know they're fucked, that's when Liverpool turn it on. Yeah. So I would be terrified if we were 2-0 up against Liverpool. If it was tight and cagey, and we could keep it tight and cagey and nick a goal, I would feel okay. But beating them, I feel like suddenly they'd just turn it on.
Yeah, because they have the... But you have that as well.
We do, yeah.
You have that as well. That's what makes this final so interesting.
People are saying start... And I don't know where I stand anymore. People are saying start Lucas on the bench.
No. He got you there.
Don't you have to play him?
You have to play. He got you there.
And Son's out of form, but then Son's definitely a better player than Lucas.
I say you go 3 at the back and put every...
No.
every...
I get what you're saying, but 3 at the back fucks us.
Yeah, because of the way
we
they
need to
play.
Drop Sanchez probably has to be dropped.
It's the way they play.
It's got to be Trippier, and weirdly to say that, it's got to be Trippier, Alderweireld, Vertonghen, Rose.
It's got to be
Sissoko and someone.
Probably Winks.
And then the classic front 4, and this is not even me saying Sissoko, but the classic Tottenham front 4. If they're all fit, Ali, Ericsson, Son, Kane.
But the way when you said that to me, when you just said to me like Kane coming on, I pictured him warming up. And I picture him, taking his jacket off and him being on the side. And, Harry Kane's a bit dopey looking. But he's like, you know what I mean? And he's ready. Like, he came in half-time and probably made a very big difference to them players at half-time.
Yeah.
Imagine his impact, not just talking to him, but coming on. Yeah.
I don't know. Kane's one of those players, like, if it was just a normal league game and he's back from injury, I'd want to rest him in. But I don't know him, and maybe this is me being biased, but I don't know a more mentally strong player than Harry Kane.
If the World Cup's anything to say about that, it's...
Because one thing we didn't mention in the Europa League at all, actually, I know you said he'd get the goal.
Hazard.
But that, depending on what Hazard turns up, is the result that game does.
Yeah, very true.
If Hazard turns up with the mentality that he wants to go out of Chelsea with the trophy, he will come out of Chelsea with the trophy.
Yeah, because if Hazard comes with that mentality, he beats Aubameyang, he beats like I say, he beats anyone. Yeah, it's very true.
But he doesn't always have that mentality, which is his issue sometimes.
Yeah,
he can sometimes go disappear slightly.
I think that's very...
Whereas Kane can disappear, but never through lack of effort, Kane.
But I think that's very due to the management as well. Like, sometimes he can be very unenthusiastic with the management, whereas like Kane, he's got a manager in Poch that he loves, so he'll want to do anything for him. Like, so yeah, I think the Tunisia goal, last minute. It's
don't. I don't know what to do. I'll be back in London at the Fighting Cock Social where I've been with Ross for all of the away legs. Yeah, Ross is coming with me. We've already booked the hotel.
Yeah, mate. You'll probably die if you win.
I don't know what I'll do. It's some of the greatest moments I've had in my life.
Yeah, no, it's incredible for you, man. You have to just record something. We'll put it on.
I will record something, but I don't know.
Don't rely on it. Yeah, no.
This is
emotion.
This is great, and me and Jay love doing this, but
that's emotion.
Fuck this in comparison to
that. Yeah.
You know what? Right. So I'm gonna. We should probably end now, but I'm gonna.
There's more things I want to talk about, man.
That's fine, if you want to. But I'm gonna end this Champions League discussion on one point.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I don't know what I'd rather. Do I want Chelsea to lose the Chelsea to win the Champions League, and Tottenham to win Chelsea to win the Europa League, and Tottenham to win the Champions League, and Arsenal being like, fuck, we're shit.
Yeah.
Or do I want Arsenal to finally get their hands on a European trophy and go, look at us, we're Arsenal, and then just at their own Tottenham are just there like, that's cute.
Yeah. But again, Arsenal could beat us.
But then again, if Arsenal beat you, I'm going to be even worse at the final.
And then you get to the final and Liverpool beat you.
You've won the Europa, you've won the Champions League, you can win another one. It's like Wayne Rooney said about the Liverpool win the league. Wayne Rooney said, if Liverpool win the Champions League, they've won 5.
Yeah.
We can survive with that.
Yeah.
If they win the league, that's an issue.
Yeah.
And I get
so,
that.
we've won it and we can probably win it again.
Also, as a Tottenham fan, I can compartmentalise. If City win the league, if United win the league, if Chelsea win the league, I can have realistic reasons for that.
Yeah.
I can say, well, Chelsea have done this, and that's what's led them here, and I can process that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ready to do that with Arsenal.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's very true. I genuinely think it's Chelsea, Europa, and Spurs, Champions League. I genuinely think that. And what a year to start the bad post.
Bad post.
Bad post.
The bad post. I don't know. It's mad how we've done this in that both.
It is, isn't it? Like we could have started this in the second year as well.
I don't know, Jay. I'm shitting myself. I'm terrified.
I'm shitting myself because it's Arsenal.
Oh, but you've got it all anyway.
Yeah, but not against Arsenal, bro.
You've got it all.
We lost against United and that hurt, man. I was young and that hurt.
You've got a Champions League, you've got a Europa League. This is Tottenham's biggest ever game in their history.
Oh,
Tottenham got founded in 1882 and there has not been a big game. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
We played in Champions. I know we played in finals and we won the double in the 60s, right? But no, this is the biggest game in Tottenham's history.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we was in 2012. I was there. I understand. I was younger, but I understand. It was mad. It was lit there.
What else do you want to talk about?
So, what was your... You mentioned it before the pod.
What was your favourite... Should we have a part 4 for this?
Part 4. We're going to make a new graphic.
Yeah, you need to send me that.
Okay. It's just Arial bold. Part 4. New territory.
So, weird part 4 here because obviously we've been talking so much about... And you know, the theme's not going to continue. We've been talking about our clubs and we're going to talk about our clubs some more, but we're going to... This is a finale, technically, of the season, so we're going to talk about some moments, really.
Yeah, highlights, man.
So, as a Chelsea fan, Jay, what's been your great... We'll do both our greatest first. So, what's been your best moment of the season? As a Chelsea fan.
It's weird because we've had a really mixed season.
Yeah.
So, but genuinely, one of the favourite moments that gave me a lot of joy, I think there's 2 in my head, I'm going to say the lesser one first, was beating City 2-0 after losing 6-0. That was incredible because like it was almost like what the fuck's going on? We shouldn't be winning this because what happened before, and I just celebrated so hard that. So that's one of them, and then the other one was genuinely the semi-final, Frankfurt, because I thought for a minute there that we weren't going to get through and it was going to be pretty heartbreaking, and to win on penalties.
You won on penalties. You said it right the first time.
Win on penalties, especially after losing out on penalties in the final of the League Cup. So knowing that, you know, even having that heartbreak.
Well, that's what I'm worried about. We've lost on penalties.
Yeah, so it's like
against you guys.
Yeah, exactly. So like it's tough and getting through that, I celebrated so hard, and I genuinely think that's the best moment so far this season because I haven't celebrated like that up until that point.
Okay.
So that's me. What about you, Spurs wise?
Obviously, when I talk about Tottenham, I'll be talking about the Champions League.
Yeah.
But just as a caveat to that, because I feel like I should have something else to talk about.
Right.
Because I was there in Old Trafford.
Yeah.
I know you had a good nil. It was a 1-1.
Good 1-1, but like personally, like, and you're very much the same, but not. That's my first away day, and experiencing that fandom, and just experiencing scoring a goal with all these away fans that are hardcore. That was fucking brilliant. I'm changing it. It's that one.
Okay.
It's that
no,
goal.
that's absolutely fine. With it being your first as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So mine's exactly the same reasons, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to home games.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to away youth games.
Doesn't compare.
But me and Ross spent a ridiculous amount of money. I think we spent about 200. I think I spent 100 and something quid a ticket. And I don't advocate selling tickets for high prices.
Yeah, I spent 5 quid on mine.
Yeah, no, but me and Ross decided to do this 3 days before it was happening.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean,
so I don't advocate selling a ticket for a higher price. If you exploit a fan of your fellow team to do that, then you're a scumbag. But I was willing to pay, so I'm a hypocrite. So me and Ross went to Old Trafford. It was 0-0 half time. and we were all a bit like, this is a bit cagey, this, but we again had that experience of the away fans in Old Trafford. It was incredible.
It's nice. It's weird. It's really isolated, isn't it?
And I don't want to one up you here, but
your game was way better.
No, not even the game. But you were by yourself, so you kind of went to the game.
Yeah.
But me and Ross had a full day out, and we went to the away pubs, and we met loads of Tottenham fans.
Yeah.
And in the away ends of like Salford.
Yeah.
And then we went to the game, and we were sat in Lime Bar, Jay. Lime Bar is the biggest shithole I've ever seen. The entire toilets are neon green. Anyway, so then me and Ross, and then suddenly Harry Kane gets a header, and then our boy Lucas Moura gets a brace, one of which is his greatest goal he's scored for Tottenham. He takes it from about the halfway line and just sprints at the goal before slotting it away. And I threw Ross down the stairs. So as a moment...
Sorry, Ross.
As a moment, that would be it. However...
Champions League,
you're talking between me deciding an 86-minute VAR decision that rules out Sterling's winner, or a 96th minute winner, and with the slowest goal you've ever seen from Lucas Moura.
I think for you.
So here's the answer, and before you, sorry.
It's alright.
So with the City game, it was mental. Because it was like everyone went ape shit. And with me in that environment with 450 Tottenham fans,
that was going to be my point.
I went mental. However, with the Ajax game, even though the result was more significant, it wasn't mental. There was 450 Tottenham fans, 90% of which have supported Tottenham longer than me. In silent disbelief. Yeah. There was no going mental for a while. There was both. Let me just run you through a few moments. You know, Lucas Moura's goal for the second one, Onana saves the shot from Lorente. Ross celebrates, but I don't know why, but I was really focused on the game, really fucking hyper focused. So I knew there was no point where I was like celebrating. I knew it hadn't gone in. So Ross celebrated next to me and sank to his knees. And I just stayed watching, like devastated, like, like one of these days.
Yeah.
And which allowed me to watch the move develop. And then it scored, and I went, yeah! And Ross didn't go in. I was like, Ross! And Ross was like, got off his fucking knees. I spent the 80th minute, the 82nd till the 92nd minute, holding Ross silently. No weirdness about it, just me and him. Just hugged, and just kind of willed Tottenham on, and we were just like, "Come on, like this,
please,
not again,
please,
not
that
again."
word, please, isn't it?
And then in the 94th, I let go of him, and we were both just stood there like, and there was always a sense of pride. We'd put up a fight, and what more can you really ask for? We'd put up a fight, but no one expected that goal, and it went in, and for at least a second, no one reacted. So I don't know is the answer to my best moment.
What I was gonna say is for you, for the reason why it swayed me straight away to that away game, which I forgot about somehow, was being around fans. But with both,
that's what's amazing about these social events. Yeah.
Both times you've been around fans, like the fact that I literally did a 360 view and just saw everyone throwing limbs.
I when I got back from Old Trafford, me and Ross found. I've lost it. I really want to find it again. I found a Instagram video someone had put, and it was about 20 rows back.
Yeah.
You could see me and Ross in the background. I was like, fuck.
I was on it. I was hugging every person I could see.
I kissed Alex from Bristol. Flying cock. I kissed the ball man's head when we beat.
That's the thing, isn't it? Like that's the beauty of football. It's just brings people together. And this dude that sold me the ticket, I grabbed him. I grabbed the stranger behind me. I grabbed the old man that I probably shouldn't have shook because he might be gone. I
killed an old man.
I killed an old man. And that's why I'm saying that. And that's so yeah.
Okay. This has been lovely.
I was gonna say, what's the other? Not Chelsea / Spurs.
So should we not go to our club's worst moment first?
Worst moment. Ooh.
What's your club's worst moment?
6-0 against City, bro.
Yeah.
Or it's either no. So personally, maybe not. It probably should be but we were playing football, so like I wasn't watching it, so I wasn't devastated watching it. I just heard about it, like you on the sideline going, dickhead.
We got shouted at by our captain of our 11 side team because Jay was defending and I'd been subbed off. And I went, Jay, it's 1-0 already. And our captain turned around to me and went, could you focus on the fucking game? I was like, Nah.
It's 2-0.
It's 2-0.
So like, that was sad. But maybe that league final loss because we could have and probably should have won it. That's probably our lowest point because we could have had a trophy by now.
Yeah, okay. For Tottenham.
And to be fair, you've had a really like not many lows that I can think of.
We have. I would, because we should have.
But they've always been caveated with this Champions League run.
I don't know.
Maybe the injuries.
In fact, the one thing I would say this season, that the one time that I always try to watch a game to the end. When Wolves' third went in for a 3-1, I just shut the laptop.
Yeah.
And I was just shook my head like.
It's a tough moment. That.
You know, I get it because and even at that moment I was like, it's Wolves.
Yeah.
I did compartmentalise it.
You know what got me gassed? You know Wolves, right? They're in the Europa League now. You see their little animation that they did? You know the Wolves' eyes of the wolf that in their logo?
Oh, yeah, no, I did see that.
And then it just changed to the Europa League. That got me gassed. And he turned me to a Wolves fan. And I was like, hey, they're in the Europa League. I don't know why. I was like, rah. Fair play to him. But anyway, yeah.
I might say the 4-2 against Arsenal.
Yeah, that's tough.
Because we took the lead. We took the lead in that game, 2-1. And then I just saw it all fall apart.
That's tough for you guys.
And we let them have it, and they deserve to win it. I'm not going to... But we let them have it.
Yeah.
And
but that, you know, like it's different for you guys this season because you've had a lot of highs, and I think the highs way proper outweigh the lows. Whereas Chelsea, I think like we've not had that many highs and we've had a lot of lows.
Yeah, we knocked Arsenal out of the FA Cup, didn't we? It was the FA Cup. We 2-0.
Yeah.
Son and a fantastic goal by Ali, but yeah, and just as a little honourable mention as well for a good moment, the 3-1.
Jesus.
3-1, where Son won like Tottenham goal of the season by just running through your entire defence.
Yeah.
That was nice. Yeah, so what's been a really good moment in the season?
So
not related to either of our club.
The one that standing out the most for me was when me and you was wearing PSG tops in Manchester when PSG lost against United. What a mad night that was. That really sticks out to me because it was just funny because everyone went, dickheads, and we were like, wait.
I would agree with that. However,
that's a big one for me.
One thing that I can't get out of my head in that moment is how robbed PSG were.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I actually felt like a PSG fan. Yeah. I was like
this shouldn't be happening.
Poor Paris.
Yeah, 100%.
Poor Paris.
But it was also because again we don't really care. People thought we did.
They were like, you lost. We are Manchester. I was like, all right, go.
And I proceeded to go on a night out that night, still in my PSG top. So people get coming up to me because we live in Manchester.
Why did I get home?
I don't know. I went to the South, then went to the Union. And like people kept coming up to me like, dickhead, you lost, and I was like, great, Chelsea fan, cool.
I had absolutely mad night out.
So that was a big one. That was a big memory of mine.
I had a mad night out after a Liverpool night. I can't remember.
After a Liverpool night. Probably we've had, you know what? Just the Champions League as a whole this season's been great. I love the Courtyard. Our times at the Courtyard, the Champions League. It's been a shame that Chelsea's not been in it this season, but just go in and having like just nights at the Courtyard, just nights anywhere watching the Champions League.
A really enjoyable moment of mine, actually, just as a small one, is I'd watched the final of Luther. My parents wanted to watch
Full
it.
stop.
and I got home, my parents wanted to watch Luther, and I had nothing really to do, so I just sat in the lounge with them. And just on my dad's laptop, I had a headphone in, and so I didn't light distraction. I put it there so they couldn't see it. Watching the final. I was watching the I wasn't watching the final. I was watching that Liverpool City game where City won 2-1 with Stones clearing it. And my dad's not a big Liverpool fan, but he supports Liverpool. And they're still watching Luther, and I just go, oh, and I've been really good at staying quiet. I'll go, whoa, and my dad's like, what? And I'm like, oh, fuck me. That's the title. And I looked at him like, that's the title.
It's mad.
That's the title.
It was, bro.
And it was. That 11mm was the difference between them being unbeaten Premier League champion to second place.
And you know what else I'm going to say to end it all off?
Well, I mean, we're not finished yet.
Start in the back post.
Oh, what nice. Yeah, what a treat. I mean, it feels like an end now, but I've just got to... Okay. Who's been your player of the season, Jay?
What was that? For Chelsea, it's got to be Hazard, hasn't it? He's carried us to third place and carried us to a final.
Sissoko, mental. And it's not even any jokes anymore. There's no more jokes about Musa Sissoko. He is the player of the season. Son won it officially, and Son has been class. But I'm sorry, it's Musa Sissoko.
It is.
He's a boy, and I love him. And he won number 7 for Newcastle. He was number 17 for us. I always thought he just couldn't get the 7, obviously.
Yeah.
Turns out.
Crunch on the ice.
Turns out, his son was born on the 17th. He's a good man.
He's a beautiful man. For Hazard, it's got to be Hazard because of how much he's carried us this season. He's had literally like 30% of the input in goals being that assists or goals.
Okay, last point.
But I'm trying to think if there's anyone else aside that. Probably Ruben. Ruben's had a great season.
Rudiger had a good season.
Rudiger and Ruben. Both of them had very good standout seasons individually.
Right. We'll end it on this.
Cool.
Jay, I want you to imagine Chelsea don't have a transfer ban.
Cool.
They do. They do.
Fine, we're getting Super Frank Lampard.
And I don't want you to say Messi. You know, I know you know the rules. Like, don't say someone's stupid.
Who do we need?
I want you to name. I'm giving you a blank. I'm giving you permission to sign
anyone.
2 players.
2 players to strengthen us.
Yeah.
I think a defender, because as much as
What name?
Koulibaly, is that
Okay.
because he's a strong defender and he's from Napoli, and if we kept Sarri, you could probably get him in. That's a good defense, and him and Rudiger together, that'd be a solid defensive partnership that would be hard to break down. And then, it's a good question. Alright, you say one while I think.
Ndombele from Leon. If not, he may not be there. So, for instance, I would love to say De Ligt. De Ligt would be a dream. However, we've got Alderweireld, Sanchez, and if Alderweireld goes, De Ligt. But at the moment, we have at the time of recording, we have Alderweireld, Sanchez, and Vertonghen. So me suggesting a £60 million defender isn't sensible.
Would you not rather say Wilfred or?
I'd not say first of all Zaha.
No, big rub.
I'd rather Basaka.
Yeah, it's a mad one. That
he might be my second one, Basaka. But Ndombele is such a good midfielder for Leon, and it's just because even though he may not be like, there's better players in other positions. We need a midfielder.
You do.
So badly.
Yeah.
Him and Sissoko.
That's it.
Imagine that. You're going to die now. Hello, I am a young central attacking midfielder by the name of David Brooks, and I would like to score a goal against Tottenham Hotspur. No, it is time to die. The only
Sissoko stopped.
Sissoko and Ndombele, and then he just manages, battered and bruised. He's so dead. Somehow he's kept the ball. He's crawled past these 2 absolute powerhouses, and Alderweireld and Vertonghen are just like, "What are you doing, mate? Fucking fuck off!" Start stamping on his head.
You wouldn't consider so as many as that.
And then somehow they get past Alderweireld and Vertonghen, and somehow Mr. Penalty Saver Lloris now comes out, gives away a penalty, but just fucking 2-puts him. You mean?
Why is it so aggressive?
Honestly, that will be, I know, a slight tangent, but one of the most heartbreaking things this season will be if the Vertonghen and Alderweireld partnership does end, because Alderweireld is likely to leave.
Yeah. I mean, but then again, you've had as much as he was supposed to leave last season, he's had a good season.
Hopefully he stays. I mean, so do you know the deal with Alderweireld?
He's got a good thing going.
Do you know the deal with the clause?
No.
So right, as of now, because we haven't done anything with his deal, Tottenham have an option to extend him by a year.
Yeah.
But if we take that option, it activates a 2-week clause, which any club can buy him for 25 million.
Oh no!
But obviously, he has to also say yes.
Yeah. But
so
still,
that's the Tottenham.
That's such a bargain for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to say Basaka and Ndombele.
Okay.
Although I'm still just as some honourable mentions. Grealish has looked class in the Championship.
Can he do it in the Prem? You never know.
I think he can. Grealish looked class in the Championship. Sessegnon, I still think is worth a punt for 30 million.
For you guys, yeah, definitely.
And De Ligt, because he's a class player. But I'm gonna pick as my 2 in Ndombele and Wan-Bissaka, because Trippier has apparently, and this might be lies, agreed terms with both Napoli and Atletico Madrid.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Have fun at both them clubs.
Okay, Kieran.
Big trips.
Goodbye.
I think for us,
Koulibaly and
Jovic, you know Jovic from Frankfurt.
He's playing against Madrid.
I know, but he's fucking class, you know.
Well, you know when you celebrate the goal before it goes in, he's a class player. That was against you guys, wasn't it? His teammate was just like, yes!
Like, and
he just rolls it in.
He had no right to score that header. The ball's like here.
Oh, was it not that one then?
No, it's not that one. But I know what you're talking about. But he's literally just kind of like spun his whole body to score that header. And the build up to them games, seeing his goals, he's a class player.
He's a good striker, but it doesn't look like he's going to Madrid.
Yeah, I know, but like this is all hypothetical, and especially if we get rid of Higuain and we've got Giroud and Jovic, like that's, I think we'd actually score goals.
You're getting a bit too excited for a team with a transfer ban. So Jay, what players would you like to bring back from loan?
Zuma, Tomori, fuck you, bro. We've got Tammy Abrahams. We've got fucking Van Ginkel still out on loan.
We've been the back
Pulisic
post.
just coming in.
We've been the back post.
We're gonna win the league.
We've been the back post.
Thank you for watching season 1.
Thanks for watching. And whatever happens now, we'll see you after the final. Whether we are both
we will do something
ecstatic or and I just want to one more time on record. It obviously matters.
Chelsea and Spurs are winning.
But Tottenham, if we don't win, we're there, and being there is what it's all about.
I'm putting my balls at the table, bro. Chelsea and Spurs are winning these both finals. Fuck you lot.
Tell your dad. Yes! Oh my god.
I'm so sick. That is so sick. I'm so happy.
What's the bet? Stop recording 10 minutes ago.
I'll fucking kill you if that's the case.